All right, let me read to you what I read from Napoleon Hill's Law of Success this morning. And those of you, if you've never picked up the book of Law of Success, it is magnificently thick. So that thing is, I don't know, man, probably 6 inches thick. It is huge, and the size of the book, it's bigger than normal pages. So it's thick and wide, and so it's just, I mean, you could just knock somebody out with the book itself. So I've just been hacking away at the book. Napoleon Hill said, like at the beginning of the book, if you just read this 10 minutes a day, it's going to make a complete difference in your life. So that's what I try to do most days is read about 10 minutes. And it is incredibly powerful what you get in those 10 minutes. And so I was reading something and I came across this passage that I'm about to share with you, but I was actually going to talk about something else. Maybe I'll talk about it another time. But I wanted to just write it down because I read every morning for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I write about something, my take on it. But I didn't want to miss the quote, so I'm like, well, let me write this down, and I'll just come back to it. And it's something about when you write something down, the words, it hits differently. It truly does. And I wrote this down, and you begin to see the words differently. And so I wrote the passage, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. So let me read to you what this is. And this was a result of the random reading that I did today. He said, the battle for the achievement of success. Battle, he says. The battle for achievement of success is half won when you definitely know what you want. And I got to thinking about that. And the words that jumped off the page was definitely and know what you want. Whatever that comes out to. What is that? Definitely know what you want. 5 words. So definitely know what you want. And you've got to be defiant about being definite. I looked up the definition of definite. And that's another thing you should do too. Like, I know the word, but do you truly know the word? And so when you write these passages down and then you write out the word, like the word is like, what does that really mean? Definite means without doubt. It's clearly stated. Clearly stated, and what's the other word? And decided. Clearly stated and decided. For something to be clearly stated, that means it's got to be simple. It can't be complex. Life is simple. It's not easy. Knowing what you want and getting it is simple. It's not easy. And you will get it if, number one, you definitely, without doubt, you're definite about what you want. And then you clearly state that. You keep it simple. What is it that you want? That's the first thing. Not how. The how is what's going to sabotage you. Because that's what we do. We say, well, how long? When is this going to happen? We try to put these time frames on there, and it just doesn't work that way. How is not up to you. And that's what happens too. Like, we look at our circumstances, we look at our time, we look at money constraints, we look at our obligations, and we feed all these different things, and we're like, man, I just don't know how this is going to happen. And the how is what sabotages you. Or we say, when is this going to happen? Let me tell you when it's going to happen. Until is your time frame. And so back to what he's saying, half the battle of success is won. Your achievement of success is won when you definitely know what you want. That means you keep it, you're clear, you keep it simple, and then you go at it. You don't try to, you just know what you want. You don't try to put a narrative to it. You don't try to put a how and a when. What is up to you. How and when it happens is not up to you. And this makes me think of the book that I read yesterday was from the musician Russ. And Russ said he labored from 2011 to 2016. He thought when he was going to first put his music out there, like it was just going to blow up. And he was like, it was crickets, like nothing was happening. And so he said, I began to study the game. I began to study those who were doing well in front of me. I began to study my own work. What worked? What didn't work? And he said, only when I lost track of time did I find success. And I like wrote that down. I'm like, oh my God. He lost track of time. See, that's the how, the when. He lost track of time. He said, only when I lost track of time did I find success. My alarm's going off because it's saying I got to go work out. So only when I lost track of time did I find success. And he said, what's important to note is that you don't distract yourself. You don't disrupt your momentum by distracting yourself by looking up and around. I love what he said. So number one, he just kept his head down. He studied the game, and he made a plan to himself that I'm going to release a new song once a week. And that's what he did. He said, for the next year, every week, I'm putting a song out. And that really spoke to me because I love the creation side of what I do. And sometimes I get in this whirlwind of what and when. Of when and how, and not the what. I just got to do the what. The when and the how is going to take care of itself. So back to what he's saying. Back to what Napoleon Hill is saying. Half the battle is won. The other half, half the battle is won when you know what you want. Clearly stated, a handful of things that you simply do every single day, consistently, without fail. He said half of it's done. Isn't it nice to know I just got to get a 50% on the test from here on out, and I'll be successful? I mean, what other test can you take and make a 50% and have an A in life? When you definitely know what you want, half the battle is won. The other half is just doing. But the doing, and here's what's key about it, the doing is the simple things that you do day in and day out, just a handful of things, 3 to 5 things. And I say handful, like literally, I didn't say handfuls, like handful of things consistently done well. This is what I do every single day. So it strips out the negotiation. It strips out the emotion side of it. Well, what is it I got to do today? You don't have to worry about how it's going to happen for you. You don't have to worry about when it's going to happen for you. I just got to do just a handful of things. Like, let's just take weight loss, for example. You want to lose weight. Bro, it's simple. It's the emotion that we put, and we're not we're not defiant in our definite. We're not. And so when you put your foot in the ground and you say, hey, this is what I want to weigh, okay, there's you know what you want. Now, what are the things that support that? The other half, the doing part. I got to track my calories. I got to bust a move every single day, 10,000 steps a day. And I can't disrupt my momentum by being distracted or looking up and around. You got to lose track of time until it's your time frame. And so the distraction side is where you start, the cheat days. And then cheat days back to back. Well, it's the holiday. Well, it's her birthday. And we add these narratives. That's the part that gets all crazy with you. That's the part that gets complexity. The complexity sabotages you, and the complexity is just the emotion that you put behind that. And then you try to justify, and you try to do a little bit of everything, and then you're just trying to work out out of a deficit just to get back to baseline. Don't work that way. So, I mean, it's really, when you look at it, it's almost laughable. Like, why am I not fit? It's because I'm not definite about what I want. I'm worried about when and how. No, just what? Track my calories, walk 10,000 steps, don't disrupt the momentum. Boom, achievement. And anything else you do, whatever it is that you want in life. Like, bro, I have some personal goals that I want to achieve through the mechanism of the messages that I share. Through random reading, I have a goal of bringing that to the forefront. So what is it you're going to do? I know what I want. Okay, just a handful of things, and I already do them. Read for 10 to 15 minutes every single day. Write about it. What's it mean to you? Share it with the world. Rinse and repeat. I don't have to worry about when, and I don't have to worry about how. I just do that consistently well. I'm going to be just fine. And you will too. So, half the battle of achievement of success is one, when you definitely know what you want. Be defiant about definite. Don't even share it with anybody, because sometimes people who gave up on their dreams are trying to talk you out of yours. Don't even share it. Keep it to yourself. Do a handful of things clearly stated. Keep it simple. Handful of things that you do every single day without fail. It's going to take care of itself. All right, let's get out of here. Keep it simple. Keep it moving. Never settle. Stay tough. Peace.